good evening, everyone, and welcome to The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning. What I'm going to talk to you tonight about is tea leaf reading, and we're going to do a couple of calls later on, but I just want to let you know what's happening here in Australia for those people that live on this side. This weekend, on Saturday and Sunday, is the Spiritual Harmony and Healing Expo, which will be held at Mullaney Showgrounds. Now, I'll be there doing tea leaf reading, crystal ball reading, tarot, etc. So I'll be there all weekend at the Mullaney Showgrounds. On the 1st of October, I will be doing a tea leaf reading and crystal ball scrying class, which will be held at Eclectica at West End, and on the November 18th, I will also be holding another tea leaf reading and crystal ball class at my place at Wellington Point. So if you go onto my Facebook page, The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning, you will find the information there for that, okay? Now, I also wanted to tell you too about a class that I'll be running over online. So for those that can't get to me here in Brisbane for a class, I will now be doing it online. So all you have to do is go to my Facebook page, The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning, and send me a private message with your email and your name, and I will send you the details that you need to know. So we'll be looking at tea leaf reading. I'll be running 3 approximately 1 hour workshops, okay, plus starting a private members Facebook page so that we can do our practice readings from as well too. So in this, I will show you how to do your tea leaf readings, what type of tea leaves to use, and you can also use it with other things as well too. Like today, I've just had myself a chai latte, which I absolutely love. And instead of looking in the cup, I've actually looked on the lid, okay? So I found quite a fair bit on the lid. So I just wanted to show you exactly how easy it is to read from anything, from things that you can see on the tiles, on the floor, patterns that you can see, to scrying in the sky and looking in the clouds, from your coffee cup with your coffee grinds in there to your tea leaves, and you can also translate that over to crystal ball as well too. So if you go onto my Facebook page, The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning, and send me a private message with your name and your email address, I will send you the information that you need, and I'll only be charging $111 for this, okay? So go on to The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning and sign up there for your tea leaf reading class, okay, and crystal ball scrying. So this is for anyone that's wanting to learn it for themselves, just having fun with your friends, or someone that's actually wanting to add it to what they already do in their spiritual business. It's a great way to bring through spirit and get messages from spirit, and it's amazing the messages that they can pass on through the tea leaves. I much prefer using the tea leaves to doing tarot readings because I can actually see things in there that are a little bit different, things that other people might not know about, but the person that I'm reading for can totally see where it's coming from, who the message is coming from. So you'll have a lot of fun with that. And I'll also send you my ebook as well too, the A to Z of Tea Leaf Reading by Kate Denning. So you'll get that with the course as well too. Now I just wanted to show you, I'm going to do a tea leaf reading for someone here today, so I'm just going to quickly finish my cup of tea. And there's so many, I love using different blends, different herbal blends, and they all have their different textures. So it depends on what you use to the messages that will come up. It's quite amazing what you will actually see. And if you go onto my Facebook page, Tea with Milk and Honey, you'll see some photos on there of tea leaf readings that I have done. and it'll also have the meanings on there as well too. So it's really quite easy to do. It's a lost art form which is starting to come back into fashion again. And it's fantastic when you can actually show the people what you're seeing in the teacup. So it's really quite easy. So you just enjoy your cup of tea. I'm going to tip some of this water out because I've already had a fair bit. You give it a good swish around, okay? We'll turn it upside down on the saucer. And then we turn the cup 3 times, okay, anti-clockwise. Now this brings through the past, okay? So hopefully some confirmation for us. And then we tap on it 3 times. And this brings through our spirit guides and our ancestors for any messages that they may have for us. And then you just turn it over and you have a look to see what symbols are actually left in the cup. So I don't know if you can see that, but I'll take a photo of that and I'll put it up on the Facebook page, okay? And I'll actually do a reading for someone with what I'm actually seeing in there as well too. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is if we've got any callers, I'm going to do a couple of free readings today, okay? And I hope everything's going well for you over there in America with all the storms that you've had. And I also wanted to introduce, for those that haven't seen these before, is My First Tarot, which is an awesome deck of cards created by a lady up in Mount Isa. Her name is Eleanor Hammond, okay? So I'll also be using those today too, My First Tarot. Okay, so with these, each card has got 8 messages on there. So depending on where the card lands, because we take out 8 cards, depending on where the card lands is to what message that we read. So I'll also show you how to use those as well too. Now I've got Melissa she's from Cedar Falls, in USA. Are you there, Melissa?
Hi, I'm here. How are you?
I'm very good, Melissa. Yourself?
I'm pretty good. I can't complain. I'm alive. So it's always a good day when you're alive.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Now, what can I help you with today, Melissa?
I'm just curious. I'm going through a few things, a move, and I just want to know if it's going to be a good move, if we're going to get the house that we bid on, or anything else that you see. Anything you see, I mean, I'm pretty open.
Okay. All right. Well, I've just been looking in the crystal ball, and I do see a lady carrying a bag, okay? So to me, that meant that someone was moving or that they were going on a trip, okay? Mm-hmm. So, and there was also a house in there as well too. So when you say you've put a bid on this place, I've got new beginnings that are coming up for you, but it's also asking you not to behave too rashly as well too, and to actually take your time. So that could be making sure that you go through all the paperwork, making sure that everything is okay with that, okay? And do you have a small child as well?
I don't.
You don't? Okay,
no.
Because you don't now. Oh, they're all grown up, have they?
Right. No, I have no kids.
Okay, well, I see a small child in the mix there too. So now it could mean a new journey for you, okay, when there's a new baby coming in. It can also talk about a new business and starting something up yourself. But there's, new beginnings around you. It's also being careful not to act too childlike as well too, wanting to get your own way when things aren't necessarily working your way. So I do see some heavy burdens there that you need to let go of as well too. Does that make sense to you?
It does.
Yep. Now, there's also a harp in the crystal ball too. Now, that means that you've got angelic help around you. When I think about the harp and the harp playing, I always think about the angels and heaven. It's just the most divine noise. But what sound? But what that means is that there's angelic assistance around you. So if things are getting a little bit too hard, just ask guides to come in and help, okay? But I do see that house for you. Just be careful that you don't make any rash decisions, though. So I want you to think things through carefully before you go ahead with it. But put your faith in your guides. They're there to help you, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Anything else you'd like to know, Melissa?
Yeah, I wanted to know if there. I don't know if you have any mediumship ability, but I was wondering if there was any messages from my mother who passed not quite a year ago.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
Well, there was a lady that was in the crystal ball, okay, and she was meeting up with someone. So now this person that she was meeting up with, there's a male on the other side that she's connected to. So I just want you to know that she's with that person. Now she's also showing herself in a long outfit. Now usually when I see something like that, that's when it looks like that, it reminds me a bit of a wedding. So was there an anniversary coming up, something special coming up? Or was there something special about the dress that she was buried in?
Not that I could think of. No, the dress wasn't even the one she had previously picked. It was so sudden that I had no idea what to dress her in. I just found the first dress I saw and put her in that. But it wasn't what she had originally planned. So that wouldn't ring a bell, and an anniversary isn't until March.
Okay. Yeah, no, there was just something about the dress coming up, so that actually that could very well represent the fact that, you'd put her into something else, and that's why I'm seeing the reference to the dress there. And and the person that she was meeting is it was a skin. I'm going to say he's skinny, a male, okay, that's coming through with her as well too. Okay, so know that they're around. And when I use the crystal ball and the tea leaf reading, that's actually when I get my messages from Spirit. Okay. It comes through that way, and they just show me what's around. So these messages that are coming from her too, like the harp, from heaven. So the harp was actually behind the person, representing that the person that was coming through was from heaven as well too. So there's also that male figure that was with her that I was seeing, and they're just letting you know that they are there to help you through this. And I did see, the house there, and the possibility of someone actually coming to visit you as well too and spend some time with you. It doesn't look like a long stay because it was only a small bag. Okay?
Okay.
But yeah, just tread carefully with the house. Make sure everything is filled in properly, okay? But I do see the house there, and I did see you standing underneath the roof. Okay?
Okay, great.
Yes,
very exciting.
Melissa.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful weekend.
You as well. Thank you.
Okay, bye, Melissa. Okay, now we have got Stacey in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Are you there, Stacey?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. Now, what can I do for you to see? I'm very good, thank you. It's getting very warm here in Australia. I'm sitting here. I need my air conditioning. I'm going to have to put one in.
We've been having warm weather over here, too, and we're supposed to be in the fall, so.
Oh, okay. Well, we're in spring, and it feels like summer already. We're expecting a heat wave this week, and I can feel it already coming. The weather's been rather strange this time of the year, hasn't it, all over the world?
Yes,
okay,
definitely.
Now, what can I do for you, Stacey?
I've been having some issues in my love life. Been kind of needing a little bit of clarity in it.
Okay. Now, are you with anyone at the moment?
I am. I've been with someone for 16 months on the 29th.
Okay. All right. So what I was seeing in the cup, okay, this wasn't actually the cup. I'm actually looking at the foam at the top of on the lid, okay, and I got a fair bit from that. Now, what I'm seeing there is a heart, and I'm seeing tears around there as well too. Now, I'm not too sure if it's tears of joy or sorrow, and I'm also seeing. Has there been a surprise recently? Because it's like your eyes are nearly popping out of your head, like you've just found something out, which has been quite a surprise, quite a shock to you. Does that make sense?
It's been tears of joy and happiness. I'm happy, but we've been separated for 15 months, and I'm waiting his arrival home.
Oh, okay. You've been separated for 15 months.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
we're together, but we just haven't seen each other and been with each other, around each other on a daily basis. So.
Okay. What I've got here, what I was seeing for you, is that I've got the tears there, and I do have two people together, but it's like when you're together, he's the dominant one, is he?
Kind of.
Yeah, because when I say it's like, I'm seeing it really hard for you to move forward in what you want to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
he gave me a lot of strength, and him being gone, and it's like I lost my rock. I can handle things without him, but it was a lot easier with him.
Mm. Yeah, so he's not over-dominating, is he? Because I'm seeing someone that's very dominating and telling you what to do and where to go and what you should wear.
Yeah, he kind of, even though he's not been around, he kind of is very protective of what I do and who I'm around.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the surprise could be that you do get to see each other soon. Now, I've got a Scorpio sign coming through. Now, the Scorpio also represents, that sting as well too. Words that people say, they've got that sting to it. But I've got that Scorpio person coming through that's around you. Okay. Now, I'm just going through my first tarot now and just seeing what comes up for you and seeing what your advice is. Okay. Model good behaviour, be more positive, and don't over-dramatise events. Remember, life always changes anyway. Okay. Now, this is also about the loss and not having your partner around. So, did you actually break up, or was it because he's had to go and work somewhere else?
He's not working, but he had to go somewhere for the last 15 months, so it was kind of, we're together, but there was nothing that could prevent our separation.
Yeah. All right, so this is the way you've got to accept things, okay, and the way you're going to deal with it. So the Five of Cups is, like your cup's half full or it's half empty, how you're seeing things. So, it's just the way you're reacting to things at the moment is trying to make things a little bit more positive, because I see that you're feeling lost and anxious and not knowing what to do. Okay, and then we've got the Three of Pentacles, which is about working together. It's getting on with the job. It's also about building your own foundation, so looking at starting something new yourself. It could even be looking at moving down the track as well too, okay? So we've got property deals here. So are you looking at moving?
We just moved in August, but I'm considering it.
Oh, okay, you've only just moved, but you're looking at moving again.
Not until the end of the year, but I want to own a bigger place than where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've got you looking at property deals, okay? So when it comes to your partner, I just, at the moment, I'm not seeing you together for a while yet, okay? It's needing to having to look at either moving, okay, if you want to be closer to him. So I do have you looking at moving, but we've got the smiley face there, so we've got some good things that's happening around you. And it might even be some new beginnings as well too. But there's nothing that's sort of straightforward that's coming out to me looking at this, because I'm just seeing tears, emotional, and also a surprise coming up for you. Now, whether or not that's a good surprise or something that's upsetting, but you've got this big surprise that's coming through, okay? So, sorry I couldn't help you any further with that. But there's just
it gives me hope, because, I should know something about him within the next couple of weeks. I've been told that for a month now. I should hopefully know something within the next 2 weeks as to if he'll be coming home or not. So maybe I've just been impatient, and maybe in the next 2 weeks I'll get my answer.
Oh, I can understand you being impatient. It's been quite a while now, hasn't it, that you've been apart? So, and we were through a lot. So and we started to build a family together. So it's been kind of hard because he's been separated from me and the kids, not just mine, but his kids, all three of them. So yeah. And there's no one else involved in this?
Not really. My family helps out in that, but I kind of try to be independent on my own.
Yeah. Okay. No, what I'm asking is if he is with somebody else.
No, he's not with somebody else. He's just he hasn't been able to come home yet. He had obligations he had to take care of elsewhere, so I have to kind of just patiently wait. I know that he's faithful, and I know that he cares about me. It's just the waiting and not knowing.
Yeah, just having to be a little bit more patient. Well, the next card that I turned out is the Ace of Cups, which is about new love, okay? It's about happiness and sharing a home. So we've also got the new home coming up here. So you're heading in a direction that will bring you love into your life, or greater sense of peace and enjoy. Okay? So it ends up with a beautiful love card coming up in the end, the Ace of Cups, okay? So that just shows that everything's looking good. And when he does come back, also it would be like a new relationship, because you're having to learn to get to know each other all over again.
And it will be, because when we got together, the kids weren't living at home. I had just gotten out of the hospital. We both had our own things, so the kids weren't home. So when he gets home, it is going to be new. It's not just between us, but it's going to be us rebuilding as a couple, but us rebuilding as a family unit. He's been with the kids, but we haven't all been in the same house, so.
Well, good luck with it all, Stacey, and have a wonderful weekend.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay. Bye, Stacey.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. So with these cards here that I was just doing for Stacey, you can see here we've got 8 messages on each card. Okay. So depending on where the card lands as to what message we read. So we'd place them out, 8 cards next to each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, depending on where the card lands, let's say if it's the top left card, we'd read the top left box. And that has on there, it's all about you, who you are as a person, okay? So if you were wanting to find out how someone feels about you, you would pull the cards out. You would take one card out. So I've just pulled out the Chariot. Now, this person here says that they're successful at everything they put their heart into, and they tend to rescue other people, okay? So the Chariot's also about success. It could be going on a journey as well too, okay? And then if I was to read the bottom right of the card, if it was the last card that was dealt, then with that one there, that is your current future. So it's got you're getting bigger and better and stronger every day. Life is becoming easier for you. Physical travel within a healing journey as well too. And it's all about supporting people, okay, and working together as a team, all right? So I just wanted to, I'll put the photo up here of the tea leaf reading, well, the tea leaf reading that I just did, okay, and the top of the cup so Melissa and Stacey can have a look where I got the information from as well too. So don't forget, if you're interested in doing a tea leaf reading and adding it into your repertoire or just doing it with your friends, go over to my Facebook page, The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning. It's $111. You will get 3 video lessons, and also join my private Facebook group where we will do practice as well. So that's The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning here on A1R Psychic Radio. So everyone have a wonderful weekend and keep safe. And I shall speak to you again this week, same time. Bye.